The call came at 11 p.m. on a Thursday. I was already in bed, exhausted from pulling a double shift at the hospital where I work as a radiologic technologist. When I saw it was my cousin Brittany, I almost didn't answer. But something made me pick up. Jenna. Her voice was thick with tears. I'm so sorry to call this late. I didn't know who else to turn to. I sat up, immediately alert. Britt, what's wrong? It's Tyler, her 8-year-old son. He needs emergency surgery. Appendicitis, but there are complications. Our insurance, it's not covering everything. The hospital wants $6,000 up front, or they'll transfer him to County General. My heart sank. County General was notorious for being understaffed and overwhelmed. How much do you need? I hate asking, but $6,000. I know it's a lot. I can pay you back, I swear. Marcus just started a new job, and we're between insurance plans. I'm so scared, Jenna. I could hear the terror in her voice. The same terror I heard from parents every day at work. Without hesitating, I grabbed my laptop. Send me your banking info. I'll transfer it now. Really? Oh my God, Jenna, thank you. Thank you so much. You're saving his life. Of course. He's family. Just focus on Tyler. I had $8,000 in savings, my emergency fund, carefully built over 3 years of overtime shifts and side gigs. $6,000 would nearly wipe it out, but this was literally a life or death emergency. I'll document everything, Brittany promised through sobs. Every receipt, every medical form. I'll pay you back as soon as Marcus gets his first paycheck. Don't worry about that now. Just take care of Tyler. I transferred the money immediately, watching my account balance plummet. But family helps family. That's what my mom always taught me. It went through, Brittany texted minutes later. Heading to the hospital now. You're an angel. I replied with prayers and heart emojis, then tried to go back to sleep. But worry kept me awake. Tyler was such a sweet kid. I said a prayer for successful surgery and finally dozed off around 2 a.m. The next day, I checked my phone constantly for updates. Nothing. I figured Brittany was busy with Tyler's surgery and recovery. Having worked in hospitals for 7 years, I knew how overwhelming it could be. By evening, I sent a gentle text. How's Tyler doing? Thinking of you all. No response. Saturday morning, still nothing. I was starting to worry. Even if Tyler was in recovery, Brittany usually couldn't go 5 minutes without posting something on social media. Her Instagram and Facebook were shrines to her perfect life. I opened Instagram to check if she'd posted any updates. She had. My blood turned to ice. There was Brittany, poolside at the Bellagio in Las Vegas, champagne flute raised, designer sunglasses flashing. The timestamp said 2 hours ago. The caption, Jackpot baby. Slot machine money bag, sometimes you gotta bet big to win big. Hashtag Vegas vibes, hashtag high roller, hashtag blessed. I stared at my phone, certain I was misunderstanding something. Maybe this was an old photo? But no, her hair was the fresh blonde she'd just gotten last week. And that swimsuit. I'd seen her post about buying it recently. My hands shaking, I scrolled through her stories. More Vegas content. Slot machines. Expensive dinners. A show. Shopping bags from Louis Vuitton. Without thinking, I commented on the poolside photo. Hope Tyler's surgery went well. Folded hands. Within minutes, a reply appeared. Not from Brittany, from her husband Marcus. What surgery? The comment was deleted 30 seconds later, but I'd already screenshotted it. My phone rang immediately. Brittany, why would you comment that? She wasn't crying now. Her voice was sharp, angry. That was completely inappropriate. Inappropriate. I felt rage building in my chest. I gave you $6,000 for Tyler's emergency surgery. What's inappropriate is you being in Vegas when your son is supposedly in the hospital. You don't understand. Then explain it to me. Where's Tyler? Silence. Then he's fine. He's with my mom. So he never needed surgery? Look, Jenna, things are complicated. Marcus had this opportunity. To gamble with my money? It wasn't like that. He had inside information on a poker tournament. We were going to triple the money and pay you back with interest. Are you seriously telling me you lied about your son having emergency surgery to fund a Vegas trip? We were going to pay you back. Brittany's voice turned wheedling. We still will. Marcus is really good at poker. He just had some bad luck. I hung up. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely hold my phone. $6,000. My emergency fund. Gone. for a Vegas vacation disguised as a medical emergency. I opened our family WhatsApp group, 37 members strong, including aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents. Without a word, I posted 3 screenshots: Brittany's tearful texts about Tyler's emergency surgery, her Vegas poolside photo, and Marcus's "what surgery?" comment. Then I added one message: in case anyone else gets an emergency call from Brittany. The explosion was immediate. Aunt Linda: what? She told me Tyler was sick too, but I didn't have money to help. Uncle Robert: are you kidding me right now? Grandma Rose: I don't understand. Is Tyler okay? Me: Tyler is fine. There was no surgery. Brittany and Marcus are in Vegas. Cousin Ashley: OMG, I knew something was off when she asked me for $2,000 last month for car repairs, then posted pics from that expensive spa. Brittany: Jenna, how dare you air private business like this? Brittany: you all don't understand the pressure we're under. Brittany: Marcus's job situation has been really hard. Uncle Robert: didn't Marcus just post about his new truck last week? The messages kept coming. Apparently, I wasn't Brittany's only victim. She'd hit up multiple family members over the past year with various emergencies: car repairs, medical bills, broken appliances. Thousands of dollars, all told. Cousin Miguel: she got $1,500 from me for Tyler's dental surgery 3 months ago. Aunt Patricia: I gave her $800 for school supplies and uniforms. $800 for school supplies. Brittany: stop attacking me. You're all just jealous of our lifestyle. Me: the lifestyle funded by fake emergencies? Brittany started sending me private messages, alternating between threats, manipulation, and bizarre justifications. You're ruining my life. How am I supposed to face the family now? We were investing the money for Tyler's future. You can afford it anyway with your hospital job. Family is supposed to support each other. That last one made me laugh bitterly. I screenshotted those too and added them to the group chat. The family patriarch, Great Uncle Carlos, finally weighed in. Brittany, you have 48 hours to provide a full accounting of all money taken from family members under false pretenses. Jenna, please file a police report. This is fraud. Brittany, you can't involve the police. We're family. Great Uncle Carlos: family doesn't steal from family. The story came out in pieces over the next few days. Marcus had a gambling problem. Brittany funded it by becoming a master manipulator, crafting elaborate emergencies designed to tug at heartstrings and empty wallets. They specifically targeted family members who were doing well but weren't wealthy. People like me who had savings but couldn't easily absorb a $6,000 loss. The Vegas trip had been planned for months. They'd collected nearly $15,000 from various family members through different sob stories. Tyler, thankfully, was completely healthy and had no idea his mother was using his name to commit fraud. I did file a police report. So did 6 other family members. The total amount stolen exceeded $20,000. Brittany and Marcus panicked. The Vegas jackpot they'd been counting on never materialized. They'd lost almost everything gambling. They returned home to find their house of cards collapsing. Marcus's new job? He'd been fired weeks ago for stealing from the register. The new truck? Purchased with Aunt Patricia's school supplies money. Their entire lifestyle was funded by deceiving family. The family attorney helped us organize a united front. We demanded full repayment plus interest. When Brittany claimed they had no money, we pointed out the designer bags, the expensive car, the jewelry she constantly flashed on Instagram. Sell it all, Great Uncle Carlos said firmly. Every last piece. And Marcus? Get treatment for your gambling addiction or face criminal charges. The fallout was swift and thorough. Brittany's Instagram, once full of luxury and blessed hashtags, went dark. Marcus entered a gambling addiction program as part of a plea deal. They sold their possessions, moved in with Marcus's parents, and began the slow process of repayment. But the real consequence was complete ostracization from the family. Trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to rebuild. Brittany learned that the hard way. She sent me a long message 6 months later. I know you hate me. I hate myself. I can't believe I used my own son as a prop for fraud. Every time I look at Tyler, I feel sick about what I did. Marcus is getting help. I'm in therapy. We're both working 2 jobs to pay everyone back. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know that losing my family was the wake-up call I needed. I'm trying to be better. I didn't respond. Maybe someday I'll forgive her. Maybe not. But I learned valuable lessons. Always verify emergencies independently. Real medical facilities have payment plans and financial assistance. Screenshot everything. Trust but verify, especially with money. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I rebuilt my emergency fund slowly, taking extra shifts and freelance gigs. The $6,000 was eventually repaid, though it took 2 years. But the trust? That's gone forever. Now, whenever someone posts about their blessed lifestyle on social media, I wonder who's really funding it. Because Brittany taught me that behind every jackpot baby might be a cousin somewhere, staring at their empty savings account, learning the hard way that family doesn't always mean what you think it means. Tyler, for what it's worth, is doing great. His grandparents have primary custody now while Brittany and Marcus work to rebuild their lives. He doesn't know the full story, just that his parents made some bad choices and are working to fix them. And me? I still help family when they need it. But now I ask for documentation. Hospital bills, repair invoices, proof. Because family helps family, but only when the emergency is real, not just another roll of the dice in Vegas. The group chat still exists, quieter now but somehow stronger. We look out for each other differently, more carefully but also more honestly. Brittany's betrayal, painful as it was, taught us all to value trust as the currency that really matters. And every time I see a Vegas posting on Instagram, I remember. The house always wins, especially when you're gambling with someone else's money. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next video. Stay stunned.